Now, since its rollout in January 2023, the Bank of Ghana has disclosed that it incurred losses of 317 million Ghana cedis in 2023 and some 1.82 billion Ghana cedis in 2024 under the Gold for Oil program. That brings the total losses to some 2.14 billion Ghana cedis in over 2 years. The central bank says that it injected 4.69 billion Ghana cedis into the program, effectively losing 45% of its working capital, or the capital it actually deployed in effort to stabilize fuel prices and then also to support the city. Now let's break this down further. On March 13, 2025, the Bank of Ghana officially ended the Gold for Oil initiative, citing heavy financial losses sustained as the primary reason for shutting it down. Now, Gold for Oil was actually introduced in December of 2022 in response to surging fuel prices, with diesel retailing as high as 23 cedis per litre, and petrol, you recall, was around 17 and 18 cedis at Goil stations in November of 2022. A sharp cedi depreciation and the rapid depletion of foreign reserves forced the government and the Bank of Ghana to try an alternative strategy, that is, use gold and not dollars to purchase petroleum products from the international market. The logic behind the program was very simple. Ghana needed a workaround to its dollar shortage that wouldn't further drain the bank's reserves or worsen its currency depreciation. The goal was to ease pressure on the cedi by preserving scarce foreign exchange reserves. Ghana spends about $400 million each month importing fuel or fuel products, making it the major driver of dollar demand in the country. Reducing that pressure, even partially, was central to the program's logic. The bank had already launched a domestic gold purchase program in June 2021, partnering with the then Precious Minerals Marketing Company, PMMC, now rebranded as a gold board, to buy gold ore from local miners in cedis and then refine it abroad for Ghana's official reserves. The aim at the time was to double Ghana's gold reserves within 5 years, then standing somewhere around 8.7 tons. Now that gold stockpile now exceeds 32 tons, nearly quadrupling in under 4 years. That's according to the central bank's own data. The domestic gold purchase program was later expanded to include the Gold for Oil framework. The Bank of Ghana, through PMMC, purchased ore in cedis from local miners and handed it over to designated gold brokers. In some cases, the brokers sold the gold internationally and deposited foreign currency directly into Bank of Ghana's offshore or nostro accounts. These funds were then used to buy petroleum products for domestic markets. That was very simple. The dollar gold was either swapped directly for fuel or refined first and then exchanged for petroleum products. The fuel was delivered to Ghana, but the dollars used to buy it remained overseas. As a result, the local economy saw no direct injection of foreign currency. Notably, the entire arrangement was never subjected to parliamentary oversight. The ruling government at the time argued that the Gold for Oil program was not an executive policy, but a central bank initiative, and therefore did not require any parliamentary approval. The criteria for selecting these gold brokers, the fees paid, and the number of intermediaries involved have never been publicly disclosed. The cedi did stabilize in months after the G4O was launched, and fuel prices actually fell. While it's hard to actually isolate the program's direct impact from that of the IMF deal signed in May of 2023, the reduced dollar demand from oil importers likely contributed to easing exchange rate pressures. By November 2023, the then Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, told Parliament during the 2024 budget presentation that the Gold for Oil program accounted for some 30% of petroleum imports. No major updates followed until the release of the Bank of Ghana's 2024 financial report. The bank attributes most of the 2.1 billion loss to foreign exchange losses, but the key details remain missing: the volume of gold acquired, the fuel supply, the commissions paid, the intermediaries involved, and the broader impact of the program, all gone missing. With over 2.1 billion Ghana cedis in reported losses and little transparency about how that program was run, the Gold for Oil has ended as a costly intervention. Well, it may have brought some temporary foreign exchange relief and cheaper fuel, but it ultimately left a deep hole in Bank of Ghana's books.